I grew up Protestant, so I didn't know how to pray the rosary. My husband and I, at the time when we were still engaged, we were praying the rosary every night together because we decided to do a 54-day novena before the wedding day. And we wanted to just set ourselves up for being unified in that way, in, heart and mind and in our faith. And so I think it really helped us come into this mindset of not always just asking for things in prayer, but also taking, stock of things in our lives and being grateful for what God has given us and blessed us with, and even bringing us to each other. I pray it pretty much every day, and my favorite time to pray the rosary is actually in the mornings. I'll wake up early, get ready, and get my dog ready to walk. And I will be praying all throughout that walk, and being able just to be in a quiet headspace and praying and meditating at the same time has been really a great start to my day. So the name of my company is Day Cloud Supply Co. And the reason I started it was that I wanted to create and design everyday goods that would serve as daily reminders of God's guidance in our lives. I named it Day Cloud Supply Co., or mainly just Day Cloud, because I was listening to Bible in a Year podcast. And in the Old Testament, I was reminded of the story of when Moses was leading the Israelites out of Egypt. And they were led by a pillar of fire by night and a pillar of cloud by day. So I really just love that imagery of being led by this cloud by day, and that being the representation of God. If there's an inkling that God is putting in your heart to start something or create something, I think the first step is really to just take action and to move on that and do it. If we think about our daily lives, how often we're touching our phone, we're texting, we're looking things up, we're checking social media, I just think that it serves as such a great constant reminder of, taking a moment to maybe step back from what you're doing and being able to just pray a decade, or just being reminded, like in a stressful situation, or if you're feeling anxious or judged, or you have to be a certain way on Instagram or Facebook, there's always that comfort in praying the rosary or touching the charm and knowing that it's there. Anyone that receives one of the rosary bone charms, my prayer would be that touching it or seeing it would just inspire you to pray more and look to God for guidance in all things and in all areas of your life. To get into the creative process of creating and designing new goods, I definitely draw a lot from daily life and just thinking about Mass as an overall, and also inspiration from the saints. It also helps that my husband is a graphic designer himself, so I definitely get a lot of help from him. I find that drawing that inspiration from, whether it's Mass or the liturgical season and the colors that follow with that, that's what really drives me to create, new rosaries and new items. I 100% believe that prayer and the rosary can lead people to, having comfort, consolation, and peace in their lives. I many times have encountered anxious issues at work, or even relationships, or just, things that feel out of my control, and I just feel unsettled on the inside. But being able to pray the rosary or take a moment to pray with my husband, every time after, I've always felt a sense of peace come over me, that God has always provided, God has always taken care of us, and has always provided that comfort in our lives. What's not to say that He will continue to do that? And I do truly believe that prayer and the rosary bring all of those things.